Here's what we're gonna do. First thing on this PV trainer, I'm gonna open it.
What you can do is make it so you can only access it if you have direct to
Well, it's a big file, huh?
Yeah.
something else.
Look, she's worked on it down there every day.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that big. It's I'm a little slow here. 3.7 megabytes.
And then just download it without anything, you can make it locked.
Oh, it's cut in 2 seconds every once.
Yeah. What's the name of that site?
Practicum paper, latest update doc.
There's plenty of online services that give you
Practicum
that.
paper, latest version doc.
What you guys speaking about?
Is this the one you just sent me?
Oh,
Yeah, my download's a little slow here. It looks like it's finally picking up, but
He wants to go over this with us, and then we'll put in what we need to put in.
plus
Basically,
there's like parts that I haven't even filled out yet, like tables.
that's where we'll
That Shauna just sent them.
good. Well, that's okay. I'm just gonna
look it over.
show you a couple tricks.
The converter that you see.
And make a line.
The first time you use it, you gotta avoid not letting your junk, but every time.
25th.
Yeah.
25th.
Like, before you download, sometimes
Wait,
it gives you an exe.
What is Dr. White?
I'm just reading off my computer. I'll believe it in this case. 25th.
What did you say earlier?
What's that?
What was the first number you said?
25th.
Okay, 25th.
I mean, I know I'm losing it, but not that quick, hopefully. Okay, so this is something I told the last team here. So I'm gonna file. I'm gonna save as. I'm gonna go to the practicum. Here's the reports. I'm gonna make a new folder, and I'm gonna call it PV Trainer. And I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna save it exactly how I see it. Now I'm also gonna save it in my own format. File, save as, same directory, and well, so what I recommend doing is putting in the date. Now, and I'll put it in as 15/06/25, because that way when I put in new versions, the chronological order and the sorting order of the computer will be the same. And then since I'm the last one who's edited, I'm going to put my initials on there. Okay. BEL, yeah. So also put in all I am, so add co-authors,
You can do that now.
Russell, Thais,
It does go on.
AIS, and Raquel.
Whether the file is.
So what about Trennan, because he wasn't part of that?
Whoever touched it should be added, absolutely. They were part of your team, but just put them as co-authors.
Because there's
Don't
even
forget
pictures
Lance.
on here.
Don't forget Lance.
If Lance helped out too, just give him a shout out. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so here, so program is going to be capitalized. I think put the names in here.
There are names.
At the beginning.
Yeah, this is just saying the four of us. It sounds a little bit like I already know who the four of you are. So just, if you put the names in first, then you can refer to you as the four of us later. High school. Or you could even say, if you want to use that, just say 4 students. What would be another one, like four students. The project, microhydro. And I think, yeah, I'm a little on the fence about whether to capitalize those or not. Since they are project names, then they can remain as capitalized, but that's fine.
Should I capitalize the H on hydro?
If you want, yeah. And here's something, even if you have challenges, you want to kind of put a positive spin on it. So here's what I would do. I would say communication challenges.
These are the video.
It's just kind of a nice way to
Yeah, just go to this.
clear it up quickly. So, sketches. Okay, good. That looks great. What you want to add here though is add numbers such as system power, data collect. I think you probably took some data too.
Yes.
You know, data collected. Don't dwell on it, just enough numbers in there, and then also add.
What do you mean system power?
How much electricity flows through it? You know, if it's 5 watts, 10 watts, 100 watts. It's because some PV trainers, giant, right, kilowatt deal, but just want to make clear to your audience that we're just talking, a few tens of watts.
Jade, I'll take care of that, because that's what Tim's got me on right now, is explaining the components of the system.
Add the purpose of the system too, which
That's all done in another part.
well,
Or do you want?
and that's where it should be. That's where it should be, and the purpose of the executive summary is to let the executive know that, in fact, it is done in another part.
Who, what, where, why?
Yeah,
how.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this is kind of just a mini version of the whole paper.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Jade
Because there's
has,
some people, and this is all we're gonna read, and it's gonna
need to sell it.
right, exactly. They're
Right
gonna
off
make
the
their
bat,
they're gonna
huh?
make their decision whether they want to keep reading or not. And if they don't know what's down in there, then they might just that's all I got time for. Sorry, next. Okay. Now, next little deal. I'll spend some time on this. Control-Shift-8 is going to show you these meta characters.
What?
And your executive summary is going to be on a new page. So what I'm going to do right here
Yeah.
is I'm going to go to page layout, I'm going to go to breaks, and I'm going to put in a next page section break.
I was wondering how to do that. I was just adding another page and like enter.
So your next page section break will also allow you to repaginate. So your first section, you're going to put in as Roman numerals, and then the rest of your sections you'll put in as, I see you've got a page break here too. That's fine, but I'm going to delete that page break, and I'm going to put it in as a next page section break. Same thing, you get a new page, but you also have a new section so that you can number your pages.
Are my page numbers coming up? Because they were all in this one.
Willie has to go get it anyway, so you're
There's
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
That one doesn't have it.
Yeah. That's all right. I wouldn't worry about that much. I mean, here you are on page 5, and it says page 5, so that's fine. You might though, if we click on this guy, see now we're in header of section 3.
Yeah, if you just get that uploaded and.
If I right-click here, I think I can,
Drag and drop.
I can unlink it to the previous,
Awesome HTML file.
and so now it's going to have its own,
This version of how the internet works. It's an HTML5.
That's drop and drag.
Yeah, HTML5 versus drag and drop.
if I format page number,
HTML5.
I'm going to not continue, I'll just start at 1.
So let's see.
I'm going to unlink it to previous,
Oh, and I forgot to add the quotation marks.
section
That's a
3.
big one.
That's all right. Section 2 can be same as previous. So now you can see that this section 3 is not same as previous. Same thing on the footer. I'm going to not link it to the previous. So now when you put your page numbers in, like the background will be on page 1.
Yep.
Okay. I'll close it up. PV training background. All right. Variable. Alessandra Volta, photovoltaic. This is some good background. I like the science in there, the time of a photon it takes to get to the Earth.
And I took like little pieces, or small pieces of like a bunch of different places that I found it, but it's really in my words.
Sure, I love it. I'm going to take this and do control equals on it, it's a subscript. I'll show that as green, so control equals subscripts that for you. Same thing here. I'm going to highlight it with shift right space and then control equals. Same deal here. And I think you mean 6 times 10 to the 10th kilowatts, right?
Yeah.
And that's a control shift plus.
Okay.
Control shift plus takes that to a superscript. And same.
Yeah, you'll have to go back.
Same deal here. But it's great that information's there. What-
And that P is supposed to be like tinier.
Subscript?
Yeah.
Yeah, control, it's just control equals. Nice. And I guess does P stand for kilowatts of power? Is that what you mean by that? Okay.
Control equals or control subtract?
Control equals is a subscript, and control shift plus is a superscript. Okay, so this is a figure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is in all these figures, I'm going to want to make sure that they're each their own paragraph. So I'm going to come up here. Well, first I'm going to take this figure, and since it's big, I'm going to put it in line with text. And now I'm going to come down here and go to references, insert caption, and it's going to be a figure. So I'll put that guy in. There's figure 1. And I'm going to take, I think you had this thing going.
Yeah, you can delete that.
The site and Missoula. Well, that's your figure caption though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll put that in the figure caption. We'll keep it left justified. And
Then I can delete the text.
yeah, the text box just kind of pesky. And then this guy, I would put that in this sentence case and then get your Missoula there. Delete that. Great. Now, this figure needs to be referenced before it appears. So, you can do
Like where I got it from?
all of our. No, so in the document, when a figure is shown, like or any book, every single figure is always referenced before it appears. So all of our work was performed at the Missoula College East Campus. And now we're going to go references. Insert cross-reference. And here is our figure. Caption, label and number. Insert, done. Okay.
Did it just double the picture?
Oh, it did, and the reason is because I forgot to put a paragraph return after the figure. So, easy mistake to make. I didn't have so the figure itself needs to be its own paragraph. The way I had it a second ago, the figure was actually part of the text, and that's why it stuck it in there. So I'm going to fix that. Let's delete that. But you can see, now there's a paragraph return after the figure. It's in line with text, that's the way to do that. This little number 1 is an automatically done, as is that. Those are both automatically done. So now you can go through with all your figures and just do the same exact thing, and they'll be nice and happy. You won't have to go in and type figure 1, figure 2, all that monkey business. Okay, great. This stuff too. Is this one of your heading 4? So a subheading 4 seems a little deep to me for these reports. I think a heading level 1 and a heading level 2 is probably as far down on the heading levels that you want to go.
How you said this.
Oh, and she put it as a heading 4? Okay, that's getting a little deep. I'll let you mess with that later, but two levels of headings is probably going to be sufficient, and those can just be these two guys, and you can change the style to your liking. But anyway, okay. So something like this. Calculate minutes. So you'll put in a little calculation here?
Yes,
Okay.
we have our reading.
Oh, okay, super.
I just basically wrote everything so they could fill it out.
Okay. Oh, perfect, great.
And then Shauna asked me to, this is like from last year's only, we're gonna delete.
Oh, yeah, okay. PBT, survey, our products. Something like this, handy thing to do, because you know this all-weather power socket belongs with these two lines. If you go up under paragraph, you can just keep it with the next, and then it'll automatically be with its and the same thing is handy too on you could do that right on your figure. Since it's its own paragraph, you can keep it with next, and it'll stay right there. What you want to avoid is see that little dot right there? It's telling me that there's some formatting there, and in this case it is keep with next. You don't want keep with next throughout your entire document. So I was working with somebody yesterday, and it was trying to keep the entire document as one page, and that'll come back to bite you. So turn that on or off accordingly. No, right. And so what I'm trying to help you do here is to avoid some of these extra paragraph spacing. So what in normal, and here's what we'll do is come in and create a style, and I'm just going to call it paragraph. I'll say OK. And on that paragraph, I'm going to have a 2-point indent, and I'm going to go to this guy and indents and spacing. I'm just going to put a 6-point space before it, and that way you don't have a whole bunch of those extra dead spaces there. So every single paragraph that is of paragraph style now has that nice little indent and 6 points above it, and you don't have to mess with it anymore. Okay. Make sure there's a period here. Okay. These guys, again, you can do your Control-Shift+. Let's get that. PVG. Products, midnight solar, standard 10. Displays, hardware. Okay, so
That all is
Yeah, so I think the one issue you're probably having here is you're trying to mix PowerPoint with Word. So, yeah, so I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna take this out. Actually, no, let me do it this way. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna control-click on that, control-click on this, and now I'm gonna copy it. I'm just gonna open up PowerPoint. Paste it in there, because you're trying to make a figure. So I strongly recommend against trying to make figures in Microsoft Word. It's a word editor, not a figure editor. And you're just going to confuse it, and it's got enough going on already. So do your drawing in PowerPoint. I'm going to drag this guy down here. Is this a text box or?
It's
Okay.
supposed to line up on each.
Yeah, so, shoot, I don't know if you've got, exactly,
Is that a cost? Is that what that is?
I think-
Percentage or what?
I think these are just, this is a figure label, right? I mean, I think you're gonna have your,
Because what I did at first, because I didn't know how to use, or Alice showed me how to get into Word and whatever and use it, all the stuff that I had made was in my Google Drive.
yeah, so, I mean, I would just say, use PowerPoint for what it's used for. You can make your arrows, move them around, here's your text box, insert pictures, and I don't, I'll just kind of take something like, I'll just take something like that, insert, ding. So now you've got your picture in here, and this is going to be a picture of your trainer. So there's your frame support, there's this guy.
Oh, okay, those are labels, got it.
Yeah, I would take this guy, paste it in there, and not have it as one giant text box. That's gonna slow you down. So copy, paste, get these guys separated. So now you've got your frame support. I don't know why that text box is so big either. Got a whole bunch of extra returns in there. So, yeah, usually that paragraph, I would use that paragraph return sparingly. In a figure, you're going to want to use a sans serif font. So Arial's pretty good. Make it kind of bigger than you think you might need, because as soon as you paste it over there back into Word, it's going to be tiny. So now you've got frame support here. And then you can just go on down the list here and keep these guys going. So you got frame support. You can move it wherever you need to, each piece. Now I'm going to save this. Practicum, backups, photos, reports, where I just had it, PV Trainer. I'll save it as figures. There it is. I'm going to take the whole thing, so Control A selects all, right click, copy, or no, sorry, Control A, right click, group. I'm going to group it. So now I'm doing my figure editing in PowerPoint, not messing around in Microsoft Word. This is going to mess you up all day long. Then I'm going to copy it, come back in, delete this. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of extra stuff going on here that is just going to slow you down.
It's a pretty drawing list.
Whew, man, there's a lot going on there. Okay.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
Well, then it's an easy fix with PowerPoint.
Yeah, just fix this in, well, you'll have your old version. You can drag that right back out like I just did.
It'll be a lot
And I wouldn't play around with the page breaks inside here either. And please don't have Trinan in your paper either.
Yeah, just,
He's not a member of the group. Yeah, there's just, and so with these guys, if I right-click here, wrap text, if I put all my figures in line with text, they're going to behave much better. Now, if I do my Control-Shift-8, same thing here, wrap text, in line with text.
I think wrap text, did it come as default?
No, you're going to just
I didn't.
in line with text. And now you can actually play around with these guys a lot easier. See that they're each their own little deal.
Scroll
So-
real quick
Yeah,
down a little bit.
yeah.
Look, Trent's not in it, not really, you can't see his face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just he's not part of the team. Technical specs, theory. Okay, so right here. Is there more below technical specs? Did that somehow get?
Those weren't finished.
Okay,
They were still.
that's fine. So I'm going to come back in here, put none on that, and I'm in my PowerPoint. I've made my figure. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it as a picture.
That's what I didn't know how to do.
Yeah, so I'm going to paste that guy as a picture. I'm going to fix this indent. I'll make it, and so you can see now the font that I made excessively large looks just about right in Microsoft Word. And I think did we already have a figure or two in here? Yeah, so now I'm going to use my same figure caption, and I can just take that nice formatting that I had before, come down here, paste it, and if I do a right click on this guy, update field, now I've got figure 2. So all day long, this thing is its own paragraph. I think I did that.
Wish someone told me I was doing it wrong before.
Oh, well, this is the second time I've done this. I mean, there is a video of me doing this a week ago. I did this on Thursday. So, in fact, it's the third time I've done it. So, that's why I did it on Tuesday last week. So just again, this is how you put these guys in line with text. It's got that paragraph return. There's your figure caption. You're working in PowerPoint. So now we can just go home. We're going to do new slide, and then you can just have all of your figures in one PowerPoint file. Get them exactly how you want them. Copy and paste it, and then this is just your PowerPoint presentation, more or less. So you're really doing both of them at the same time. All
I've
the
been using PowerPoint since I was in 5th grade.
Oh, gosh, I haven't used it since yesterday. And the nice thing about PowerPoint is it's like super easy. I mean,
What about
even a 5th grader can use it, yeah.
What
Yeah.
about our sites? Because there was something that there was wrong with them that I didn't know.
Your citations? Oh, this guy too, I would,
Components.
yeah, figures like this, I would go ahead and get rid of a lot of this sort of blank
Sure, man.
space out here. It's going to allow you to kind of see the detail in the picture, even this stuff out here.
I'll
So.
get to that, after one, maybe.
Okay, so each figure gets a figure caption. That looks good. I would.
Just post it in Moodle for everybody.
Post it on the form if you would, under, new heading. This says project, price listing.
Completed trainer. I think we have caption as a style, so I would use caption for sure. And I don't know why exactly it's not all the same font size, but there you go. Oh, then you had a question about your citations?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I already have citations and how our background looks.
Yeah, so the citations, this is a link to a citation, and in this case, I think,
Do I put what I got from that link?
Well, let me show you a
I
citation.
want to put my expense Excel spreadsheet into Moodle so they can pull out.
I'll just show you like one of my, just a paper. So for example, in this particular journal, the references are numbered. But if I come in here, I've got a,
You want to just email me the file and I'll do it?
I know, everyone keeps saying MLA, I'm not really sure what that is.
What?
It's like the same.
I use IEEE or ASME, but author date is typically what's called Harvard formatting. And it'll come up here in a second, it'll show you. So you can see that the authors of this paper were Feynman, Layton, et al., and there's the year. So you need the author's last name and then the year. That's how you want to cite it in your paper. And then down in the bibliography, this is what the citations look like. So it's got the, let me just, so in paragraph, we want, you're going to want a hanging indent, so you can actually see the author's first name. So an author's first name, the year was published, the title of the work, and then where it was published, etc. Now, in the case of a web reference, and I think I have several of those as well, I'll show you how to do a web reference.
Because there's not, well, most of them are web references in mine, but not all, like 3.
So again, let's do a left hanging by point 2, and let's see where I might have a web reference. So these guys. So I referenced this site called Worldometers. So even there, I've got the Worldometers 2014. There's the title of the web page, when it was retrieved, and then where it came from. So that's how they should look. Yeah. So that's that. So you've got kind of the fifth piece of 5 that needs to go there. So who authored it, when it was written, what the title is, yeah. And then every one of these works cited will have a citation. Do you have any citations in here yet, or not
I
yet?
think
Maybe
there's some up
in the background.
summary.
Oh, it looks like you have one here, right? So PV Watts. So somewhere down in the works cited, I want to read PV Watts 2015. So otherwise, I won't be able to find which one you're referring to unless this exact label that's in the body of the document appears later, right?
I think in our executive summary in our background.
And normally you don't have citations in the executive summary. It's okay if you have a couple, but background is where you're gonna have most of them. But yeah, it's coming along. So, main thing is do your figure editing in PowerPoint. Grab the whole thing as a picture. Come over into Word, paste it. Make sure that it is in line with text. So if I come over here, wrap text, in line with text is going to be your friend on that. You're also going to want to make sure that you've got that paragraph return after the figure. Otherwise, it's going to do weird things. The figure needs to be in its own paragraph.
Page break,
What's that?
page break,
Yeah, avoid the page breaks. Instead, use the section breaks.
section break.
Yeah, I would avoid the page breaks. If you've got a new section, there's a way to do that. It's just page layout breaks. Use this guy. So it's a new section. All right, looking good. Nice work. So I'll file, save, and then I'll go ahead and paste both of those. Don't save that, I screwed it all up.
Whenever you get a chance, it looks like we're down to topic 10.
Response to 2015, documents, courses. So here's PV Trainer, right, there we go. So there's the original, there's the one I just edited, there's those figures I just showed you. And then here, I'm gonna go back into the,
Are you gonna put it in there now?
yeah, I'm gonna pop it right in there. So here's micro-hydro, here's solar hot water, here's solar hot air, PV. That guy right there.
So how many of those clips do you want?
5, please. And I'll put the figures there too. And then I'm gonna add, a label. Put formatting. Sweet, okay, so I'll just slide that guy there, edit this, move right, edit this, move right. There you go. Look good.
Which one?
Yeah, yeah, and so, get as much done on it as you can, and focus on the figures, buff out the references, and then, pay enough attention to your figures in that PowerPoint that it's pretty much done. I mean, all of your PowerPoint figures that are going into your report more or less become your PowerPoint.
And those pictures tell the story
Yeah, absolutely.
from the beginning to the end.
Right, couple little bit of, so tomorrow, and Professor Hemphill is gonna say this today too, is that you don't want a whole bunch of words all over your PowerPoint. You're gonna wanna recite a little bit of what you're gonna say, just enough things so that when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, I was gonna say that. It's just kind of, it's a reminder to yourself what you're gonna
Right.
say, and it's also informing the audience what they're looking at. Yeah. All right, nice work.
So what Jesse and Shaylee and them are doing might not be too good. They're basically taking what's in the report